Hi, I'm Richard Stiennon, and welcome to this interview with the CEO of Perimeter 81. Welcome, Amit.
Hi, Richard. How are you doing? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, we've done this several times. Because we're talking about zero trust, I wanted to get your take on exactly what zero trust means.
I would think about it like that. Generally speaking, today employees are working to work from anywhere. Resources are moving to the cloud, and corporate network is the internet. And we move away from site-centric security, where we have site and we have resources behind that site and securing it, to more a user-centric security. Basically speaking, what is the security policy for that user? What are the resources that user can access? And zero trust basically means that how to provide a user-centric, identity-based access posture that basically provides a unified security policy, regardless where the employee is, where the resources is, whether they're in the cloud, on-prem, in the internet, where the user is, in the office, outside the office, and to basically unify it and provide it in a very segmented way. So when basically I think about zero trust, I'm thinking about moving away from site-centric security, that box-based, to a software-driven, user-centric security that is basically delivered from the cloud.
Give me the origin story for Perimeter 81. What inspired you to come up with the solution you did and kick it off, I guess?
I served in elite technology units together with my co-founder Sagi, and we both studied computer science at Tel Aviv University. We want to work for large American corporations like IBM and Siemens, and we decided to basically leave our corporate jobs and to start something ourselves. We somehow found ourselves incorporating a company that basically built a VPN for consumers, Safer VPN. This is where we gained a lot of maturity in running scalable network in the cloud, as well as SaaS. And technology, both me and Sagi are technologists. We are both driven by product, and we've in 2017 decided to basically shift from building a product for consumers into seeing how we can take it to the next step and utilize all our knowledge and know-how that we gained from running a scalable network in the cloud to build a scalable network that is software defined, does not require any hardware installation for businesses. And this is basically where everything began. We took all the team and everything that we had on the consumer and basically did that pivot and change. And relatively quickly in 2018, we already launched the product, and the past 2 years are going very rapidly. Today we have more than 1,400 customers all over the world.
Wow, that is rapid growth. And no surprise, considering that COVID forced everybody to work from home. That must have been a pretty dramatic moment for you.
Yeah, actually it is. A year before COVID, we spoke with investors, right? And we told them that we foresee that by 2021, 75% of the workforce will work remotely. And everybody laughed at us, right? They thought that we were crazy. And then they called me later on and said, you're right. But I think that COVID only accelerated that trend. It's clear that today the internet basically is maturing. There is fast internet everywhere. Whether it's like 5G that is coming to age, fiber everywhere, employees are working from anywhere, there's globalization, and basically, as I mentioned, the internet becoming the corporate network. You don't need anymore to go to the office in order to download a large file, right? Because they have a fast internet over there. So that basically drives the development of the infrastructure, and also cloud services drives that trend. And I think that regardless to COVID, that would happen, but COVID accelerated it 5 years, I think, ahead of time. So
let's talk about the product and what does a customer get when they use Perimeter 81? Basically, how's it rolled out, and then how does it change their infrastructure requirements?
So Perimeter 81 is a very easy to use solution. It does not require you to install any hardware. Any company from any size can go to our website and create their secured network in the cloud edge, basically 30 POPs today that we operate and manage, but we are expanding significantly, adding about 5 new every quarter. By creating the network, you can start and consume security services. There are 3 main use cases that we are focusing on. The first use case is how to access internal resources while being outside to the network. We call it outside to inside. Basically speaking, the zero trust remote access. We have a solution with an agent that is on the network layer 3 and layer 4, and an agentless version that is on layer 7. The second use case is how to provide a secure internet. Basically, we call it inside to outside, how to secure employees while they are accessing the public internet, whether it's SaaS applications, websites, sandboxing for downloading files. And the third use case is interconnectivity, basically how to connect between branches. Our largest product maturity today is in zero trust remote access. This is where we're experts. Our product includes lots of good features and I think the most advanced in the market. And that's basically the biggest utilization today of the platform. But we are running very quickly into adding more secure internet solutions like Swig later this year and Casby. And probably later next year, we're going to look into more deeply in SD-WAN as a service complementary to all our other offerings. More importantly, our platform is software-based. So we have a direction, right? We go that direction, but we work end by end with our customers. And as we work with our customers and delivering lots of new features every quarter, very aggressively, very fast, very on an agile basis, because we have all the platform, everything, all the things that are already set, and we did a demo before a conversation and went over all the items. So that basically what drives the adoption and the unification of both our networking services that are delivered from the cloud edge and the security services that we developed and are continue to develop as we go, as we work with our customers end by end.
Do you see a challenge for the existing, hardware appliance vendors? Because there's a $30 billion industry for firewalls and secure web gateways and DLP, et cetera. And doesn't your model just completely challenge them and they have to do something?
Absolutely. I think that there is you mentioned 30, it can be 50, doesn't matter, like tens of billions of dollars of traditional firewall market that will go down probably to zero, if not absolute zero, because of cloud and mobility. It doesn't make sense to have an appliance that's protecting an office that is empty. Okay, there is no mean for site-centric security any longer, right? We'd like to provide zero trust. We'd like to become around the user, around the identity. Firewall vendors, they have a very lucrative market. They are still selling a lot. But it's also a challenge for them because they need to continue and support it and to basically run 2 different development tracks. One is cloud and mobile first, and the other is legacy box-based. And it does not fit. It's basically 2 different directions, and they have to choose. So that's why I think that the companies that are cloud and mobile first and native, like Perimeter 81, have a very good position to win the space race in just a couple of years. We see large and larger organizations understand that their current infrastructure and the current way they provide both networking and security does not fit to this modern workforce, does not fit to the fact that the internet is the new corporate network. And that's an advantage, and basically advantage for us as a small company, right, to come and to make a disruption in this space, specifically in this modern time when there are no conferences and everything is being done online and from Zoom. It basically equalizes capabilities of the different companies.
You mentioned you've got 30 points of presence, so your edge, cloud edge essentially, is distributed around the world, close to customers. What's in store for Perimeter 81 for global expansion of your physical footprint? So you have people in country in the regions you're targeting.
So we are working with our customers, right? And if we have a customer now that needs a POP in Brazil, then we include it in our expansion plan. So now we have about 5 new POPs that are coming every quarter. We basically buy the hardware, we ship it to Tel Aviv, we install it, we then ship it to the data center, whether it's Equinix or any carrier, for example, Bezeq in Israel, Equinix in Europe, and the US, CoreSite and others. And basically speaking, that allows us to control both the hardware, the peering agreements, the IP addresses that we owe, the routing, and everything that, and provide a very good and very efficient and very perfect fit, right? A network that basically meets its requirements and allowing us to be everywhere, right? We have customers in Israel, then we open up in Israel, in Brazil, and others. And as we build the company, we are building more POPs and more locations.
I love it. So you've pretty much given me a picture of what your 2021 is going to look like, just growing your customer base and building out POPs as needed. Is there any other, I guess, future development opportunities you see, because you're essentially building a telecom provider for secure internet?
Yes and no. I don't think we compete with telecoms because we like to partner with them. They provide the infrastructure. They provide the internet lines, right? They provide the 5G and the fiber to everyone's houses. We basically even hosting our own equipment in the telco data center. But more importantly, as a company, we are expanding now significantly our secure internet services, including a full SWIG solution and CASB. That will be delivered this year. And every quarter, we work very closely with our customers in order to understand what are the different features and things that will take them to the next step. For example, this quarter, we're releasing the device postal check and many more exciting features. Next quarter again. And by the end of the year, we plan to have a full coverage both for remote access and secure internet, and to complete the SD-WAN as a service, the interconnectivity next year.
Do you feel like I do that the work from home that we've all been forced into is a permanent change, and it's going to change the way businesses operate for the future?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like, I think it was a trend that was there before COVID, globalization, the fact that you can find better talent and employees, right? You are not obligated to only a specific area. We saw that remote work is efficient. And more importantly, the infrastructure also develops. There is a fast internet everywhere. It's easy to work, right? You don't have internet issues at home. Everything is available. And definitely both cloud and mobility are here to stay. I think everybody agrees about it. And it will create a dramatic shift in the way of cyber and networking solutions are being consumed today, specifically as we know it. I don't think the TCP IP and those type of things will change, but the way we deliver, the way we manage, the way we have basically allowing cybersecurity companies to build their solutions, not on boxes that need to make long-lasting integrations and POCs within the office and within the laboratory of the organization, but deliver it as a service, as a software solution, just like a marketplace or an easy plugin, right, that you can plug it to your SaaS solution, and to expand your offering is there. We're going to see consolidation. We're going to see lots of exciting developments, and that basically platform that allows you to develop and to introduce new features, new capabilities very fast and easily will also make cybersecurity more accessible by any company from any size, small, medium, and large, and to create some, I believe, some kind of a golden standard how to basically secure organizations, which now I think has a lot of confusion and around it.
So this is a great vision, and I'm really glad I got an opportunity to talk to you, Amit, and looking forward to seeing your demo.
Thank you very much, Richard. It is a pleasure as always, and we're great fans, so thank you so much.